Hi, good evening, everyone. Looking forward to having a really nice chat with Vasudha, an interesting person with lots of tips for self care, beauty, and all sorts of lovely things for women. So, before she comes in, let me just tell you a little bit about Amala Earth. I'm really very privileged and proud to be joining hands with Amala Earth. I am their brand mentor. And Amala Earth is a curated marketplace, of conscious products. So if you are living a conscious life, which means you are really very careful about what you consume, whether your products are earth friendly or not, this is the place to go to, because all our curated products, which is online, amala.earth, whether it's ethical beauty, sustainable fashion, organic food, your millets, anything that you want to buy which helps the planet, which saves the planet, this is your go-to place. It's fantastic for me because now I can buy everything under one umbrella. I don't have to go to many different shops. Millets one place, my tongue cleaner another place, my clothes another place. Now in Amala Earth, we get everything. So it's fantastic for someone like me. And we are hoping that more and more people are going to change their consumer behavioral patterns and follow our philosophy. So let me see. I think Vasudha, is she here? All right, let me. Vasudha, here we are. Are we here?
Hello.
Hey, hi.
Long time no see, Mala.
I was just going to say, I'm so lucky. I saw you yesterday and I'm seeing you again today. How lucky am I?
How lucky am I to be able to read from your divine book?
Amazing. That was lovely. You did a very good read, I have to say. I'm thinking of the first
Thank
time we
you.
met in my house. You had come with a friend.
Yes,
I think that
yes.
was long. That was before you wrote your book, right?
That was before I wrote my book. You did like a vegan workshop, I think.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you became very famous after you wrote the book. And then I never saw you until I showed you the Yoni
No!
Mudra in
We
Paro.
met at Paro, yeah, and you were like, no, that's not the
Yeah.
Yoni Mudra. This is the Yoni Mudra.
No, I said I'll show you an advanced Yoni Mudra.
Yeah, that is super advanced, yeah, and yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
go
But
back a
thank you
long
so
time,
much for
and
reading
then
from my book yesterday. That was really nice.
my pleasure completely.
So today we're going to talk about self-care, beauty. You tell us you've become such an expert on all of this. I know nothing about beauty, I have to tell you.
That's great.
Um,
I mean, but and yet
yeah,
you look so beautiful.
thank you. Actually, I do very little to myself. I hardly use makeup. So I think just for the video, I put some lipstick today.
But you do so much inner work, Mala. That's beauty only, na? I
Yeah,
mean,
I
that's
guess.
like the
I
real
think,
beauty product.
yeah, I think stress shows on the face.
Yeah,
So if you learn to de-stress, then you can look peaceful, and peaceful is always beautiful.
yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about you and what we're going to talk about today. Something Bhavna's acting, giving some naughty remarks here. I couldn't read it. Okay, uh, so what are we going to talk about today, Vasudha? What I wanted to ask you was, there are a lot of women and men too who automatically do their morning ablutions, and they do what they have to do. They brush their teeth, they wash their face, they go to work, and a lot of them do it automatically without thinking. So I was thinking it would be so nice if you could perhaps just make little rituals for people, like a morning ritual, afternoon ritual, evening ritual, because I think both you and I, we probably lead wellness lives because it's our lifestyle. But for a lot of people, we want to help them make it their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So do you
I
think rituals, firstly, is rituals a good idea? What do you think about that?
I think I'm all about the rituals. I think both of us are all about the rituals. And also like I just feel like most people are advised to go for meditation class or pranayam. And, I mean, everybody has such a short attention spans these days, which makes rituals even more important. So something like, applying your skin cream instead of like, yelling at your kids and just slapping it on. I mean, you have to do that at some point. But like, if you just do like these small things consciously, like, massaging your face, or, just like your morning oral care ritual, which could be your tongue cleaning, oil pulling, all of that. If you just do these conscious, and you know this better than me, like meditation goes beyond just your, sitting in silence, right? Which not everybody can do. So I really feel like rituals then in the modern world, it comes, they take the place of mini meditations. And if we just sort of ritualize as much as we can, it's sort of, we kind of train our mind also to be focused on one thing, which can eventually lead us to, becoming meditators or doing pranayam and things like that. Also, I feel like, and I did my beauty workshop yesterday, and I really feel like the kind of energy that you can put back inside yourself by just making something a ritual. And this is like, I'll just go back to face massage, for instance. If you do it consciously with love, and that sort of love and energy you put back on your face, it does show on your skin. It does show in your health. When I was recovering from my endometriosis, one of the things that the healers told me was like, we end up hating the diseased part of our bodies so much, and if we just touch those diseased parts and say that, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you light, and that just helps us get better. So I feel like these small things are rituals. When people hear the word ritual, they think that, oh my God, I'll have to dedicate one whole hour. And it's just probably like maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes even. It's just up to you how to decide the frequency and the time and everything of that ritual. But I really feel like, and this is just what I think, I'd love to know your thoughts on it as a meditation teacher.
Well, I think I'm picking up two things from you. One is that you're talking of mindfulness, that being
Yeah.
very aware, like if you're creaming your face, you're very aware that you're creaming your face, and you're not thinking about tensions at work while you're creaming your face. That's one aspect, which is a meditative aspect because it is part of mindfulness. The other aspect of touching the area that is diseased, touching the area that's not well, is about self-love, not hating it, not disliking it, but embracing it and loving it. And that's also part of, sort of loving your entire self. Because most of the disease comes from not loving yourself. So once you start loving yourself, I've been doing these reels for Amala, and we joke, Gia and I, because she doesn't like her toes and I don't like my double chin, and I go, I love my double chin, and she goes, I love my toes, So we playfully doing this in our reels, but it's true. When you have something you don't like about your body, whether it's a disease or whether it's a part of you don't like your belly or whatever, just show love to it. Definitely that will bring beauty to you. It's an inner beauty. It's a glow, like you talk about. It's a glow that comes out, that shows.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
shall we talk about my morning rituals then? You want to tell me what your morning rituals are like, and I'll quickly share my morning rituals before we move on to um, the afternoon and evening parts of our conversation.
Okay. The first thing I do in the morning, when I open my eyes, I scan my thoughts and I decide what I want to think about that moment. So I don't allow automatic thoughts to come into my head. And then I scan my good thoughts and I scan my bad thoughts. And then I get out of bed. I go straight to my prayer space, and I sit. Then I go for my walk. Every morning I do my 10,000 steps. So I come back and I drink my hot water and lime. And then I bathe, but until I finish bathing, and then I light my puja space, my agarbatti, diya, and I offer my day to the divine. It's part of my prayer. I name people personally by name and pray for them. I find that very fulfilling rather than just saying a general prayer for people. So a lot of people ask me to pray for them. So I pray for them by name. So until I finish all of that, I don't really have my breakfast. So that's really my morning ritual. So my walk, my it's very mentally focused, that I don't allow myself to get into any stressful or negative thoughts at all. But that's because
That's
I'm able
amazing.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's like, years, maybe lifetimes, maybe several lifetimes of practice. I mean, that's what they say, right? We carry our practice to the next lifetime. So I feel like you're very advanced in that way, because I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I just get furious because, I haven't got a reply from an email. Then I remember something somebody said last night, and then I have to quickly backtrack. Okay, no thoughts like this in the morning.
Vasudha, you better start coming to the meditation classes.
I need it. No, but so yeah, I mean, I wake up quite early actually, and very naturally, between 4:30 to 5:30, anytime I can be up. Um,
That's very early.
yeah, I mean, it's just, my body clock is like that. Even if I go to sleep late at night, I'll still be up early. I mean, I have my dog, so that's the other thing. So wake up in the morning, drink like a liter of warm water, um, then have my chai, which is with sugar and milk. I just need that morning cup of tea. I have my morning cup of tea with my dry fruits. Then I do maybe an hour of yoga or an hour of walk or like 45 minutes of weight training with my trainer. Um, After which, I have a bath, breakfast. I mean, I have a bath. Then I do my puja. Then I do my meditation. My meditation now I have reduced it. Like, I do my mantra meditation. So you're supposed to do it in like multiples of 9. So, like these days, it's just, these days my mind is very scattered. So I mean, you know this better than me, but sometimes I just feel like you shouldn't even like push your meditation too much. You shouldn't just, kind of force into it. So these days I'm like, okay, fine. Uh, I'm not that focused on my meditation these days. So I have shortened that from 108 to I just do like 9 repetitions. And then it's, breakfast and whatever. If I feel like doing a face massage, I'll do a face massage. It really depends. But it's, yes, oil pulling, tongue cleaning, all of that, which I've spoken about extensively on my page. So that is my morning routine. But today morning, I've spent like, after your book launch, we went for a party and went back home very late. So I did my evening rituals in the morning today, which is this mask that you guys sent me, the clay aromatherapy eye pillow. So I've been like lying down in bed feeling very sorry for myself the entire day with this on my eyes. This is how I
Oh,
spent my
nice.
day. It's so nice. It's just amazing. So yeah, that was my morning today, with this eye pillow.
Lovely. Lovely.
No meditation, nothing has happened. No yoga, nothing has happened today.
But sometimes you don't need to actually say meditation. It sounds very structured. But if you just stay
Yeah,
with your breath for a while, just
yeah,
focus on your breath. It's very calming. It's really nice.
yeah.
So
What about
that's your
beauty,
morning. You
Mala?
always do oil pulling. So which oil like do you use, or
Um,
just
so
normal
I use
coconut oil?
coconut. I use coconut all year round. Uh, this somebody's asked me to buy the eye pillow. All the products we will show you, you can buy on Amala Earth. So you can buy this on Amala Earth. It's the clay aromatherapy pillow. So what were you saying? Sorry, I forgot. What question did you ask me?
We were
Oil
talking about
pulling.
oil
Yes, yes,
pulling.
yes. So I use coconut oil all year round only because the flavor is nice. I know in winter like you should switch your oils, you should switch to sesame and whatever, but I just take like that. I have a glass jar of coconut oil, so I just
Hmm.
like fill like a mug with really hot water, dump it in that, and within like less than a minute it's melted, and I do my oil pulling with that. And I've been doing it for years. I just feel like my teeth have become much stronger. I mean, I never had a problem with my teeth in the first place, but I just feel like, with progressing age, there's nothing like, it's not like I've required a filling or anything like that or any visits to the dentist. So that way I really feel it's helped. Somehow I feel like oil pulling also weirdly made my skin better. Is that possible, Mala?
I would think so, because you wake up in the morning with a lot of toxins in the mouth.
Right.
So
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Yes, now I can hear you.
okay, sorry, I had a
Yeah.
call coming in.
Yeah. No worry.
Yeah, so I was saying that, in the morning we wake up with a mouthful of toxins all through the night while we are digesting our food.
Mm.
So I'm sure by cleaning, by taking out the toxins through oil pulling, it is affecting the pores of your skin, the skin of your face for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also something that I felt. And also tongue cleaning. You guys have a copper tongue cleaner, right, on Amala Earth?
Bare necessities. Yeah. I'll just
The
get it 1 second.
So I mean, the copper tongue cleaner I started doing after my Ayurvedic teacher, doctor. He told me to start having water in like a copper container in the morning, soak it for at least 8 hours,
Yes.
and then start using a copper tongue cleaner.
So I
This
do
is
use
really
this
good,
every
right?
day. I mean, I didn't mention it because it is so much part of my life. I didn't even think of mentioning it. But yeah, this is the copper tongue cleaner. It's a bare necessities one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice. Some things I have from Bare Necessities here also. Is it this one? No, that this is the Spaveda one. So the other thing I did today morning, and this is something that you can do at night also, but something that I did today morning, this always calms me down. Like I'm such a massage person, Mala. I think it's like, I'm like Vata Pitta, and Vata is sometimes dominant, especially in winter. So I just love oils. I'm like really an oil person. So, this Meraki grape seed oil, it's so nice.
Right.
It's got like, it's extreme, it's like ultra light. It's got these beautiful polyphenols. So and not doesn't have any like fragrance in it, which I really love. So this morning
Mm.
I spent massaging my face with this grapeseed oil and this Spaveda. This is actually my favorite product. So actually I forgot to mention my gripe with morning cleansers, and this is something I spoke about in my workshop yesterday as well. Like, don't you just feel like morning cleansers, like us washing our face with soap early in the morning, is like really not good for the skin, because we have all these we have such healthy microbiomes in our on our face when we wake up in the morning, and we have those oils, and okay, you need to wash your face to get rid of like the oxidized skincare, but you don't need to use soap, because that really helps, that really gets rid of like the good bacteria on your face. So one thing that I really like to do in the morning, and this is also like kind of a ritual for me, is to massage my face. And like, also, what do you think of people who say that they don't have time for rituals? Because people have like 4 to 6 hours spent on Instagram, and then they don't have like 10 minutes for a face massage. No?
Actually, it's not that they don't have time for rituals. I think I I think it's a way of avoiding paying attention to themselves. It's a way of avoiding loving oneself. Because I
Why?
actually
Why
love,
though?
people, it's the biggest problem in the human being is self love. I think you know that.
Mala, do you want me to call you Mala ma'am? Somebody is taking offense that I'm not calling you Mala ma'am. Would you like me to call you
It's
Mala ma'am?
lovely
I
actually.
would
Since I've
love
gone
to.
grey, I get a lot of respect.
Okay, so so I was talking about this grapeseed oil. So this is ultra light. So that's the thing. I don't want to get rid of the good bacteria on my face. I don't want to strip my skin. So the first thing I want to do is like just massage my face, and then use the Spaveda cleanser. Is really nice. It's super fine, and it's very gently exfoliating. It doesn't have like any sort of like harsh granules in it. So I just
Mm.
mixed a little bit of rose water in it, and I very, very gently, I just kind of, just massage it on my T zone, and that's my morning
Beautiful.
ritual. Again, very meditative. Um,
But
do you
Vasudha, may
think?
I ask you something? What can people do for bags under the eyes?
Okay. So a lot of that has to do with the diet. I think, sometimes you stay in Nizamuddin, na? You should go to Dr. Khan. He's really good with bags under the eyes. The acupuncturist.
Right, right.
So I sent mom to him, and he really helped her with that. Also, it really depends on some days when you're tired and all, then the bags become more pronounced. And on the days when you are in a better mood and you're fresher, do you notice that about yourself, that the bags are less apparent?
I don't know. I've been getting my bags recently only. I mean, and I wouldn't say I'm extra tired or anything. So
Have you
that's what I'm
tried
wondering.
using a gua sha like this?
I
You
do.
know,
I
you
don't
can
use
use
a
a gua
gua sha.
sha
I use
to.
a roller sometimes.
That is jade roller. I think it's better for like younger skin. I think, you know,
Mm.
someone in their 20s, because it's super gentle.
Okay.
For like
So
proper
that you
lymphatic
suggest as part of
drainage.
a morning ritual?
Yeah, and I would suggest like a gua sha as a morning ritual also, because you know not everybody is used to manual massage and their hands can get tired. So a gua sha really stimulates the skin very quickly, and
Okay.
you know it helps you.
So,
Yeah, it
so
helps you with the
which gua
lymphatic
sha, I
drainage.
mean, so which gua sha would you recommend? Maybe I'll do.
Anyone. I'm not
Someone
picky.
here
Anyone.
is anyone. Someone here is also asking about dark circles, if you want to talk about that.
Again, dark circles. How much sleep? What's your diet like? You know, dark circles is actually really tricky, Mala, you know, because especially in Indians, most of the dark circles they're caused um, by deep eye sockets. And in that case, you really can't do anything about like the bone structure of your face. Obviously, I mean, there's things like injectables and all, but I haven't got this done, so I really can't talk about. I mean, and I really am not very pro. So dark circles is fairly challenging, but you can reduce the appearance of dark circles by drinking enough water, by sleeping on time, by eating on time. Again, that's the thing. You know, people think that skincare is all about the skin, but it's like what you do internally that translates on your skin, whether it's your diet, how much you meditate. I think meditation is great for dark circles. Like I've never seen you with dark circles ever.
No,
You
I
know, I
don't
don't
have
think you
that.
have that. You don't have dark circles because you know you do so much internal work. There's like you know no sort of cream or lotion can compare with like the kind of benefits that you get from pranayam. Pranayam is like an oxygen facial, right? And meditation
Absolutely.
has been proved to get rid of eczema and psoriasis and everything. So, yeah, I would say that. Dark
Someone
circles are
else here
challenging.
is someone else here is asking about wrinkles around the eyes. I mean, sorry, I started this conversation on the eyes. We were doing a morning ritual, but maybe wrinkles also could
Yeah, we
be
can always, yeah, sure.
addressed.
Um, Wrinkles is something that massage should be able to help you with. And using like a cream which is very rich in ceramides, those should help you with wrinkles. Um, but you know, I just feel like, you know, wrinkles and all are part of the aging process.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just
You
something I
know,
was going to actually say, yes, just accept it. It's okay. Yeah.
it's okay, one line here, one line there. And also, I just feel like as you grow older, wrinkles look sexy. You know, sometimes you see
Thank you.
faces. No, they do. I mean, look at you, how elegant you look. And then you see faces which are like completely done. I mean, they're also beautiful. Everybody has their thing, but I just feel like that fragility of your features goes when you
Mm,
do too much work on your face. You know, that sexiness goes. And I
mm,
just feel like it's part of growing older. It's all right. You just take care of yourself. You just, I mean, I think all the things that a person should do should come from a place of self-love instead of fear. Like, don't do it from a place of, oh my God, I fear getting older. You should do
mm,
it from like, listen, I love myself. And you
mm,
know I'm going to like you know spend this time on myself
mm,
doing this skincare because I care for myself. So I feel like we need to change our mindset like that a little bit.
mm. I think it's also nice, Vasudha, that we're talking about making these into rituals. I personally, I know when I allocate some time that today I'm going to do a mask, I'm going to do cleansing, I'm going to do my rolling, I'm going to do a nice cream. So I make a ritual out of that. I don't do that every day, but I actually structure a ritual, and that means I give myself time to do that. And I think
Yeah,
that's very nice.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you can allocate time to that and you make a ritual, say even once a month, or then twice a month, and then once a week, then it starts becoming a habit of taking care of yourself, because our bodies are also the temple of the divine. The divine is inside us. We need to take care of our physical bodies as well.
Absolutely, very well said. Somebody's asking, suggest a place for learning meditation and yoga. Mala is a meditation teacher. She does online
So
classes
just
also.
DM
You,
me and I'll put you on
yeah,
the list.
she's on Mystic Asia Mala. That's right. Mystic
Mystic
Asia
Asia
underscore
_Mala.
underscore Mala. Yeah. So she does meditation classes, inner silence. Yes, absolutely. So it's yeah, the divine stays inside us and we have to take care of ourselves. But what about, Mala, like self-care has to continue throughout the day, right? I mean, people think that if you do it once, then it's over. We just have to keep taking care of ourselves. Like we take care of our work and we take care of our families. We have to take care of ourselves. Uh, there's this huge thing about like mid-afternoon slump. You know, you feel very inspired in the morning and you want to change the world. And by the afternoon, you just feel like I just want to crash. I want to take a nap. I want to drink, and that's it. So, what would be your suggestions? You're so good with like these mini meditations. How can we energize and inspire ourselves in the mid afternoon when we just feel so out of it?
You see, Vasudha, what tires us is our minds. If we are stressed, it's the condition of the mind. What if we are tired? It's the condition of the mind. So we have to give the mind a rest. So very short and sweet, small techniques, like even doing just the Gyan Mudra, or the Prana Mudra. The Prana
And
Mudra
this
will
is
invigorate
the
you.
nail to nail should touch, right? Not like this, because a lot of people do the mudras like this.
Tip to tip. And these
And
two, forefinger and middle finger erect.
but
So this
what if like I
will
find it challenging to
increase
keep
your
this straight?
vital life force. Sorry?
What if I
Say
find it
that.
challenging to keep this straight? My fingers straight. Can
Oh,
I
it's
keep them
okay.
curled?
Just relax, I mean, it doesn't have to be like
Okay.
stiff. Yeah, just
Okay.
relax. So this will increase your vital life force. This is Prana Mudra.
Okay.
So we were talking of how the prana, your breath, helps you. So if you're feeling very low and tired, this is a really good mudra. And the Gyan Mudra is your, go-to mudra for everything. It really, really calms the mind down. So
And how
really,
much
when
time
we
should I
are
do
tired and
this?
stressed, sorry?
How much time should I do this?
You know, the thing is, when you're doing the Gyan Mudra, if you can be quiet, you will feel such a beautiful flow of bare energy coming in that you won't ask me the question, how long should I do it? You'll begin enjoying it. And then it, it's not something you do for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You do it till you enjoy it. And then your mind
Okay.
starts getting active again.
Right. Yeah,
And
that
the
makes
more
so
you
much
do it, the
sense.
more you'll enjoy doing it.
Right.
So if you just try it now, close your eyes, and let's say that you are totally not thinking. And I want you to open your eyes whenever you're feeling uncomfortable, that all your followers are waiting for you to talk, and here you are, So just relax, just enjoy the emptiness. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
I wasn't ready to open my eyes, but I just did because we're on this live. But what a flow of energy. I just
Yeah,
felt like this pulsating energy. It's so
correct.
beautiful and so magical almost,
Yeah.
right?
And it's so simple. So
Yeah.
this is something you can do as part of your afternoon ritual. If you don't have a space where you can sit quietly for 5 minutes and do this, maybe you could just breathe. And, just even if your eyes are closed, no one knows if your eyes are open, no one knows what you're doing, but you're concentrating on your breath.
Mm. Uh,
Okay, so let's look at somebody's asking you, what oils do you recommend for the winter season? Let's see what
uh,
you have to say about that.
I don't, not coconut oil or olive oil, not cooling oils like that, but little warming oils like almond is good, peach is good, apricot is good.
This is for the body or for the face, or
Even for the face, even for
even
the
for
face,
the
I do like rosehip oil also a lot.
mm,
But the thing is that rosehip is really good for older people, like mature skin. And this is just my experience. But I feel like it's too thick and too dense for younger people. And especially younger people who stay in places like Bombay, it may be too thick and dense for them. But for older, like for older women, like after you're 35, after you're 40, especially, and the skin starts drying up, rosehip oil is absolutely wonderful for the skin, and especially in winter, it's probably the only thing that you need to use. But I mean, if you're staying in a hot climate and your skin is prone to breaking out, then not that. Then you probably need a lighter oil like an apricot, and even a grapeseed. Grapeseed is really good oil for like um, combination to oily skin types. But obviously, if you have acne and your dermatologist has asked you to stay away from oils, and it's better to stay away from oils. Somebody is asking us how to do breath work. Um, Deep or lightly? I think they mean like forcefully or lightly. That's a really good question, actually.
Uh, I think we have to do another session on that, Vasudha, because it's not
Yeah,
something that
that's true.
we
Yeah,
can just answer as a question, because
I've
uh, we might have to do another session another time on breathwork.
yes,
That
and
would
that
be good.
Mala and I can do together. I'm just like
Okay.
really loving this. By the way, I just have to say this Sadhyav beetroot
Oh,
lip
the
balm
lip.
is so
Yeah, it's got that little
good.
tinge, right?
Yeah, it's got that
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
tinge, and it's so like
It's
it's
very
so
moist and
glossy, and
lovely.
it's
Yeah.
and like hydrating, and I've been using this. Mala, you want to tell me what your favorite beauty products are? I mean, do you have any beauty products? Okay, or shall I just say the ones that are my favorites?
Don't ask me about beauty products. I'm really bad. In fact, I was saying,
Okay.
oh, I must browse through all the beauty products at Amala Earth and buy some. I had no clue about beauty products. Honestly, I mean, I'm just very, very natural. I have to tell you, I had a French boyfriend at one time, and he got me to go into Chanel and get all this makeup done. And I came out and he said, how do you feel? He thought I would say something really nice. And I said, oh my God, I feel like a clown, because
Yeah,
I
and also
just,
like those makeup counters, they put so much makeup on.
yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
I'm just extremely natural. So I'm really not a person to tell you about beauty products. You're the expert on that.
Okay, not that you need anything. You're naturally radiant. But okay, so you guys sent me, like, you've been so kind and so generous and sent me such a huge bunch of lovely products. So, I mean, okay, typically I'll tell you which one is my all-time favorite. Um, this is not a typical beauty product, but this is so good. I'm completely and totally in love with this body brush. I mean, I'm not like very regular with body brushing, but this has made me regular with body brushing. This made the body so smooth and so
This is the
soft.
dry body brush, right?
This is the
The dry
dry,
brush.
this is
So
the
are
dry
you
brush
using the dry brush all over your body or just
all
hands,
over from
legs?
feet,
All over.
from feet,
And
yeah,
tell
till
us
till
how
my
it
shoulders.
exfoliates, or, tell us about
So,
the dry.
I use this like in the evening or like once a day. Like sometimes I forget or sometimes I'm just too lazy. But I use this almost every day, and from the feet all the way up. The reason I like this is because the bristles aren't too hard, and also that it doesn't have a very long handle. So it's like more, I have more control. So I
So
use
your
this.
strokes are long or short?
My strokes are long, but around the thighs and the hips, I do these circular strokes because, Deepika Mehta, the yoga teacher, Deepika Mehta, who does
Yes,
Ashtanga yoga in Bali?
the one from
Uh,
Bombay. Yeah,
yeah, who's got the most toned thighs in the world. So I asked her, I said,
wonderful.
what's your
Yeah,
technique? So
wonderful.
she does like these round strokes on her thighs and her hips. So that's what I do. And then everything upwards towards the heart. And I just love using it on my limbs because it's just so energizing. Weirdly enough, and this is what one of my followers also told me, that my migraines, and I get a fair amount of migraines. I was getting one today also, but then I put the pillow on my eyes, so it didn't get too bad. But my migraines have reduced a lot since I started body brushing. If
Wow.
that's because of like, the lymphatic drainage and the toxins going out, I don't know. But that's one change I've noticed, other than the skin condition being really good. This is my all-time favorite product. Then I'm really enjoying this Sadhav lip balm also because, usually tinted lip balms, they are very drying on the lips, but this is very, very hydrating, and it's also has this like beautiful gloss. So right now I'm the only thing that I'm wearing on my face is this lip balm, and that's it.
Mhm.
And it's just lifted the entire face. At least I think that. And I think only good things about myself.
Good.
um So this, and then there's this coconut cracked heel cream, which I mean, I've only used it for a really short period of time, and but it's really nice to use because it's kind of like it smells very, I mean, it doesn't have any artificial fragrance, and it also has this kind of granular texture. I mean, I'm sure it's not supposed to actually exfoliate anything, but I like that when I apply it, there's this mild exfoliation. You're supposed to use it for feet, but like, I keep like rubbing it on my hands and keep exfoliating my hands. So there's that. And then I'm also enjoying these Amala candles. Like I just love scented candles, and that's again like a ritual in the evening for me.
Yeah.
Lighting a scented candle, listening to some nice music, maybe a drink, glass of wine in the evening. So things like that. So yeah, scented candles are wonderful for that. Um, yeah,
So in the
these are my
evening,
favorite.
I mean, after work or after a full day of,
After dinner, after dinner.
what are the rituals that you would recommend people um, to take up? Like for example, I always every day, and since I was a child, my father would always ask us to soak our feet in salt water.
Oh, that's such
So
a great idea. Mm.
yeah, because from the feet we can just get the relaxation. And I use the lavender, soulflower lavender. I think I have some here. The lavender bath salts. But I just
Oh,
put them
lovely.
into the water, into a hot chalamchi.
What's
And
that?
that's an amazing way to relax your feet. And once your feet are relaxed, your entire body gets relaxed. So,
Chalamchi. What is that?
those, mm, what do you call it?
Like an urli?
Like a noodly, but it's a chalamchi. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'm
like
gonna
a
Google that.
urli. Yeah.
Hmm.
So you
So,
can, so it's not a bucket, so it's not high, it's low. So you dip your feet in that, and it's very, very nice. Then you can just massage your feet and towel dry. So somebody was asking here, just going back to that body brush, do you brush it outward or inward? And do you use
no, just
oil
in one
after you brush
direction,
it?
upwards. So I body brush first, then I have a bath, and then I just rub like some almond or peach oil all over my body. Like my body loves oil, so I mean, more oil than like body butters and everything.
So
And
when
also
you
like if
apply
you
the
have
oil, when you apply the oil in your body, is your body wet or do you dry your body first?
slightly wet, slightly wet.
So that it absorbs the oil better, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because if you just apply it on a dry body, then it's just like the oil just. I mean, you need a lot more of the oil, so end up using a lot more product. And also, like our body is made up of lipids and moisture. So I just feel like by when your body is a little bit damp and you put oil over it, then it kind of seals in the moisture along with that layer of lipids. So it's just
Mhm.
like much better for the skin.
And let's talk more about your evening rituals, because that's when people come home and they want to relax and they want, they've had a tired day or whatever. So what other tips can you give them for the evening?
I think in the evening one has to have like pretty much a cutoff time for your phone. So the
Mm.
whole ritual that I spoke about in the morning, which is massaging your face, can also be done in the evening.
Correct. Now
Um,
you can clean your face as well, right?
Exactly, absolutely. And I just feel like oil cleansing is it's just like an inexpensive and effective way to get rid of like your sunscreen and makeup. You don't really need to invest like in a very expensive cleansing balm and stuff, right? If you're on a budget. So I feel like that whole oil thing can be done in the morning. And you should, once you finish with your massage, then don't look at your phone, don't look at your tablet, don't look at your
Mm,
computer.
mm,
So we should just see massages as like a cutoff. That's the cutoff time for my work and for
mm,
my social
mm,
media and everything. I
mm.
really got into massaging my feet before. You're so right about foot care because it is so comforting right before bed. So I got very much into foot care last year. This year I've got a little bit out of touch with it, But foot care is, massaging my feet with like a Kans wand or with my feet. There's a really nice tutorial by Dr. Vasant Lad. I mean, it's not a video, but it's an article, and he tells you exactly how to massage your feet. And he has that whole chart of the feet. So if anybody just Googles Dr. Robert, not Dr. Roberts for both, but Dr. Vasant Lad foot massage, then you can find that video very easily. So I'm very much into foot care before I go to sleep. And just try not to, I also like try not to have difficult conversations before bed,
Yeah.
and not read my emails. And that's the reason why I don't look at social media just before I go to bed, because, I mean, it's such a, you can just get triggered by somebody's opinion or somebody's whatever, I mean,
Yeah.
because it's like so many energies hitting you at the same
Mm.
time. You don't want anybody's energy after you've cleansed, you've massaged, you've had a bath, you've had your dinner, and you're kind of at peace. So I just, so yeah, so those are my evening rituals. I want to ask you about one thing, which is like, candle meditation. Can we do candle meditation in the evening? And if we can do, then what would be a good way to do the candle meditation?
Okay, I'll tell you that. But before I tell you that, I want to give you a little tip on foot massage. Find yourself a girlfriend and you massage each other's feet. Because your touch on your own feet is not as nice as someone else's touch on your feet.
That is so true. And why girlfriend? Boyfriend?
Oh, yeah, sorry. but yeah, sure, if you have a boyfriend, but if not, even a girlfriend, you sit and chat and you massage each other's feet, and it's just very beautiful. It always feels different when someone else is massaging you than when you're massaging yourself,
Right.
Okay, so Tratak is the meditation for candles. It's called candle gazing.
Right.
It's something that you can practice on your own very easily. The benefits of Tratak is it helps concentration, it helps memory, it helps decision making. What you do is you light the flame and you keep the flame at eye level and you gaze into the flame. And when you gaze into the flame, you have to gaze into the brightest part of the flame without blinking. So if you don't blink, your eyes will get dry. If your eyes get dry, you'll start having tears flowing down. And that's good because it's starting to detoxify the insides of your eyes. If you need to blink, you can either just look up so that your upper eyelid can moisten your eyes a bit, or you can squint a little bit, but don't close your eyes, just squint a bit so that both your lids will moisten your eyes, and then you can carry on gazing again. Once you've reached the stage where you can't help but close your eyes or blink, then you close your eyes and you'll see the image of the flame in your third eye, in your Agnya chakra here.
Right.
And it is the most beautiful thing if you can capture it.
Right.
So you hold on to that image for as long as you can, and then once it's faded away, you bring yourself back and repeat the process of gazing, candle gazing. It's called Tratak. It's a very traditional form of meditation, very soothing, very relaxing before going to bed.
Oh, I have a question. So I've tried Tratak a few times. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it just gives me such a bad headache. Is it because like I'm just staring at the flame very fiercely? Do we need to keep our eyes a little bit soft?
Yeah, sometimes we're very tense doing these things, so we shouldn't really be so tense.
And do you think that's the cause of the headache?
Tension would cause headache, yeah.
During the meditation.
One has to be relaxed doing anything.
Right. And what do you apply on your skin before you go to bed?
Sorry?
What do you apply on your face before you go to bed? What is your evening skincare like? Even if it's basic,
I clean my face with oil. I don't use any other. I just use a cotton pad and I clean my face. And maybe I put some just some oil to allow the oil to soak in. Nothing else really. I don't do much. I just remove my makeup. In fact, the older I've gotten, I'm beginning to not enjoy any makeup at all. So I like being as natural as possible. So, when they asked me to chat with you, I said, oh my God, she's such a beauty products expert. What am I going to talk to her about? Yeah.
We've always had lots of things to talk about, though.
Yeah. What about you? What do you do for your night ritual?
See, most of my beauty rituals are in the day. In the night, I like to keep it simple. Um, so usually like a serum and a moisturizer on top.
Hmm.
These days, and it also depends on like whether I'm using my own skincare or whether I'm trying out skincare for somebody else. So it really
Mhm.
depends on like the skincare that is sent to me. Some like my own skincare would be like a serum and a moisturizer, sometimes even just a serum. I also like to do this thing called skin fasting, where I don't use any skincare. So that could be for a week, it could be for a day, but I like to give my skin a break. So I just like clean my face and then don't put anything on and go to sleep. And because, I keep rotating my skincare so often, and, somebody keeps sending me this, and somebody's like, try retinol, somebody's saying, try this. And, it's part of my job to try all the actives. My skin at times really needs a break and does so well with skin fasting. And I just feel like sometimes skincare is more, even though it's more effective at night because our skin regenerates, I feel we need it a little bit more in the day because we are going out, we need those antioxidants, we need that sun protection and all of that, right? But at night we can afford to take a break. I think also we need to trust our own body and trust our own skin that it has the ability to heal itself. And if we keep spoon feeding our skin with skincare products, then our skin also forgets how to heal itself and how to rejuvenate itself.
Yeah,
So I feel like
absolutely true.
skin fasting is a very important part of skincare, and people just don't do that often enough.
Yep. I guess next time someone asks me what I do for my skin, I can say I do skin fasting.
I fast at night.
Yeah, yeah. Are you planning another book, Vasudha?
Yes, I have written my second book. I'm in the process of editing it. So it should be out sometime next year, maybe around my birthday, because, my books are always a birthday gift to me.
Oh, how lovely. And what is the book on?
It's about wellness. I can't really talk about it very much right now because it's still like I'm still editing it, and then it'll go to my publisher. They will edit it, so it's like a few these things. But yeah, so it's about wellness and beauty and recipes. It's not
Lovely.
glow; it's something else. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. Hopefully, I can finish it on time and it'll be out.
So your birthday is when?
21st August.
So it'll be out by then, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Wonderful.
I wanted it to be out by Holi, but that's not going to be possible. But I think August is a good month for
Great.
book
There's a
releases.
question here. Somebody wants to know what's your favorite sunscreen.
My favorite sunscreen is Isdin Photo Protector. And yours? Do you use sunscreen? No, you don't use sunscreen, right? You don't
I
enjoy
like
it
the
very
sun.
much. Yeah. Not even I like the sun, but you know, sunscreen we've all got habituated
I
into
know.
using
I
now.
mean, I
So
swim
yeah.
in the sun, but
Mm.
I go sometimes to this naturopathy center, Prakriti Shakti,
Right,
and they just
right.
make you sit out in the sun. They make you lie in the water, and I say, "But what's in the water?" They say nothing. It's natural therapy. So the sun is
Mm.
natural, the water is natural. It's a very beautiful concepts.
Yeah,
Anyway, I
and
think
also
we've
I feel like we have to take the sun. We can't avoid the sun completely because
yeah,
we'll get so many deficiencies.
yeah. So please suggest a real nice lip balm that works. Have tried so many, Vasudha. So here's one more question for you. You've just
So
talked about the lip balm,
I
right?
just, I just, I just, I'm using, and this is something that I only started using for the last couple of days. Uh, so I can't really whatever, but this is really nice and it's very moisturizing. This is
And
what
I
I'm
have
wearing on
this
my
one,
lips
which
right
is
now.
it's a hemp lip balm, which is you can't see it. It's a Bare Necessities hemp lip balm, which is also very nice, available at Amala.
So okay, that was really nice, Mala. Lovely chatting with you
Yeah,
today.
Vasudha, really lovely chatting with you. And I think we'll have to do another one on a different subject altogether. Like, what
Let's
was it
do one
somebody
on
was asking
Kamakya.
about pranayam or something? Oh, there's so many
Yeah.
questions for you. I think you better answer them on your what? There are so many questions asking about creams and oils and
Yeah, well, everyone asking me questions, I'm in touch with them on my DMs, so they can get in touch with me on my DMs. So yeah,
yeah.
I'm familiar with all the girls who are asking questions.
Okay, so shall we say goodnight and get into our evening ritual mode?
Yes,
And
yes.
thank you so much for joining us. It was lovely to have a chat with you.
Thank you so
And
much, Mala. Lovely as always.
hope to see you soon again.
See you. All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye.